students, I'm back with your next class. In today's class, we are going to start the new chapter, Cell Cycle and Cell Division. This class is all about a slight introduction to the topic of the cell division. In the later classes, we'll discuss the processes in details. Alright, so let us start with what is a cell cycle. See, the sequence of events by which a cell duplicates its genome, synthesizes other constituents of the cell and eventually divides into daughter cells would be termed as cell cycle. So basically, it's a cyclic event where specific steps are taken up by a cell by which it will finally divide and give rise to daughter cells. Alright. Now, it is genetically controlled series of changes that occurs in a newly formed cell by which it duplicates its contents, undergoes growth and division to form the daughter cells. So everything that is happening in the cell cycle will be genetically controlled, and here one step will be followed by other in a specific series or specific sequence of event. It's not that one step can be skipped and the other can be jumped over. Any such overlapping or jumping over of events would not be possible. Here a specific sequence of events has to be maintained which is genetically controlled for successful division into daughter cells. Alright. Now, there are mainly two types of cell division that we're going to discuss in this chapter. First is mitosis and the second is meiosis. Regarding mitosis, it was first observed by Strasburger in plant cell and by Walter Fleming in animal cell. Even the term mitosis was also provided by Walter Fleming. Alright. Now, in mitosis, what actually happens, you see, here the parental cell will divide into two daughter cells. Okay. And the daughter cells will have equal number of chromosome as present in the parental cell. Okay. That means the ploidy, the number of set of chromosome present in the parent cell and the daughter cells would remain the same. Okay. If the parental cell is diploid, the daughter cells that would be produced will also be diploid. If the parental cell will be haploid, in that case the daughter cells produced will also be haploid. Alright, the ploidy would not change. The number of set of chromosome would remain constant. Alright. Now, this mitosis, the process, it takes place mostly in the somatic cells. That means the cells that forms the body in case of animals. Also say in case of plants, it would be very frequently observed in the meristematic cells. Alright. Now, it is the mitosis process is also known as equational division. As because in mitosis, the parental cell and the daughter cells, they will have equal number of chromosomes. That's why we will call the process to be equational division. Here, the parental cell will divide and it will give rise to two daughter cells, and the daughter cells will receive equal content of or equal share of substances from the parent cell. Okay, so of course then before the division the parent cell will have to double up its cellular contents. Only then it will be able to give equal amount of substances to both the daughter cells, and as a result the daughter cells will be identical. Okay, they will be similar to one another and also with the parent. Okay, there will be no difference. Is that clear? So that's all about the mitosis process. Next, another type of process that we'll see here in this chapter would be meiosis. Meiosis have a very significant difference from mitosis. See, in this process, a parent cell will divide into not two, rather four daughter cells. Okay, and all the daughter cells will have half the number of chromosomes as present in the parental cell. Okay, so that means if the parental cell would be diploid 2n, the daughter cells that will be produced by meiosis will be n or 1n. Okay, the ploidy would reduce to half. Understood? Fine. So here 4 daughter cells will be produced and all the 4 daughter cells will have half the number of chromosomes as present in the parental cell. Alright. Next, it takes place in spatial cells called myocytes. So mainly the meiosis process, it would not take place in normal bodily cells. Rather, it would only take place in certain spatialized cells. okay, in sexually reproducing organisms. And these specialized cells, when they would undergo meiosis, they would give rise to gametes. By the fusion of these gametes later on, by sexual reproduction, new offsprings are going to be formed. Fine. So meiosis is the process by which gametes are going to be formed after a sexually reproducing organism reaches a certain stage in their life cycle. Alright. Now, finally, the last thing is that meiosis is termed as reductional division, as because in meiosis the parental cell and the daughter cells, or rather the daughter cells, will have half the number of chromosomes as present in the parental cell. That's why the process is also called reductional division. Alright, so that's a brief introduction to what we will be discussing in this chapter. So next we'll be discussing, or next class we'll be starting with mitosis, the process in details. Alright.